go to a karaoke bar.
Whatever for?
I want to play the ultimate diva. Bergsy the first Donna Summer.
What?
Well, I've got the outfit and it's still light.
A lot of good lousy karaoke does us. I fancy dusting off my Bowie impressions, but we're not going to be home till after midnight.
Well, if the radio functioned, Johnny, I wouldn't need it.
You think I want to blow Sunday on a scene like this? I dare say I could rustle up a few bars of Life on Mars. Google it, we'll find somewhere local.
With your makeup drab like this.
Well, the blue suit's in the trunk. Have you swiped my mascara?
No.
Look at this thing. We still remember. I don't. You know, I don't even remember what the man looks like.
Takes 5 minutes, you miserable git.
Yeah, 5 minutes to put the wreath on the grave and 6 hours to drive to bastard fuck. Mother wants to remember, so we twat 200 miles into the countryside like arseholes.
Well, we're here, John, all right?
Testing, testing. Back on. Well, ladies and gentlemen,
Hey, the...
our presenter appears to have been eaten, which is a tad inconvenient.
The sodding radio's okay. Must have been the station.
Which row is it in?
Blasted quiet this evening.
Well, it's late, and United are playing.
They already lost 8-0 straight in the Champions League.
And they can't play any worse than they did. There it is.
I wonder what happened to the United from last year. Each year we spend good money on these tossers. We come out of Europe and the one from last year's gone.
Well, the players go, and their career or somebody takes them away.
Yeah, a little spin and polish and Cavani's off. For sale next year. I wonder how many times we bought the wrong one. Hey, come on, Bob. Church was this morning, huh? Oh, look, it's Joe Biden. Hey, I mean, praying's for church, huh? Come on.
I suppose you're too goth for church.
Well, there's no bisexuals in my local church. Do you remember one time when we were small, we were out here? It was right over there. I jumped out at you from behind the tree. I was done up like Boy George. And the vicar shouted at me, "Boy, you're an utter bastard." Remember that? Right over there. Well, you used to really be scared here.
Johnny,
Hey, you're still afraid.
stop it now. I mean it.
They're coming to get you, Barbara.
Stop it. You're a git.
The Goths are coming for you, Barbara.
Stop it. You're acting like a child.
They're coming for you. Look, here comes zombie Joe Biden.
Uncle Joe?
Here he comes now. I'm getting the feck out of here.
Joe? Joe?
Oh, rotten bastard! Knock off! Oh, my... Get the fuck off me, you bastard!
off, you big ugly twat! Bollocks! Oh, bollocks! Oh, bollocks!
those sweet cheeks. It's all right. Don't worry about Joe, I can handle him. Probably be a lot more of the blighters when they find out about us. Truck is out of fuel. Pump's blasted locked. Is there a key? We can try to get out of here if we can get some gas. Is there a key?
How the hell should I know?
Have you recently been involved in an accident that wasn't your fault?
I suppose you've tried this.
Have you recently been involved in an accident that wasn't your fault?
Do you live here? Oh, shit. I had an aunt who looked just like that. We must get out of here. We have to get to a shopping mall. Maybe that's a different movie. I'll look it up on IMDb. Do you know the Wi-Fi? Loads of shit in here. About 28 tins of salmon for a start.
What's happening?
Ugh, anchovies suck.
What's happening?
Two of them. There are two of them out there. Have you a machine gun around here? I can take care of those two. I know you're afraid, but we have to...
Ethan by Joe fucking Biden! What's happening?
Look out! Paul Rubens is after you! you come as? No coward! Not today, thank you. They know we're in here now. Always hated Pee-wee. This has to be a Tuesday. I bloody hate Tuesdays. Get some more lights on in this house.
Oh, you making a brew? Oh, I could murder a cup of tea. Only if you're making it like.
Why don't you see if we can find some wood, some boards, something there by the fireplace, or something we can fix this place up?
I can make curtains.
Well, goddamn! Look, I know you're afraid. I'm afraid too. But we have to try to board the house up together. Now, I'm going to board up the windows and the doors. Do you get me? We'll be tickety-boo here. We'll be all right till someone comes to rescue us. But we have to work together. You'll have to help me. Now, I want you to go in and get some wood so I can board the place up. Do you understand? Okay? Do get a grip, love. to hold it, they're not that strong. Here, I want you to pick out some nails, biggest blasted ones you can find. There, let's see if those buggers get in. If we have to, we can run in here and board up the doors. Won't be long before those blasted things are back pounding their way in here. They're afraid now. They're afraid of fire, I found that out. You know a place back down the road called Papa's? Papa's Hen House? Anyhow, that's where I blagged that truck I have out there. Sticky seats and Kleenex everywhere. I was just disinfecting it when a big ice cream truck came screaming across the road. Well, there must have been 10, 15 of those things chasing after it. Grubby, horrid things. Now, I didn't see them at first, but the driver was weaving around like a total pillock and was soon knee-deep in the stinky buggers. Ice cream truck spun out right in front of me. Slammed on my brakes to keep from twatting it myself. It went right through the guardrail.
Oh, I could do with an ice cream right now.
I guess the driver must have got off the road into that gas station by Papa's Hen House. It went right through the strip joint, took out the stage, the poles, and the dressing room. By now, it's covered in strippers clinging on. Didn't know if the truck was going to explode or what. You can still see the melted ice cream. This thing is just a blood and wafer melt. I looked back at the joint to see if there was anyone there who could help me. That was when I noticed that the entire place had been encircled. Wasn't a sign of life left, except by now there was no more ice cream. I realized that I was alone with 50 or 60 of those things just standing there, staring at me. I started to drive. I just plowed right through them. They didn't move, they didn't run, or just stood there staring at me. I just wanted an ice cream. They scattered through the air, the buggers.
We were riding in the cemetery. Johnny and me. Johnny. We came to put a wreath on my father's grave. Johnny and he said, "Can I have some mascara, Barbara?" And we didn't have any. And oh, it's hot in here. Hot. Hot as a bastard. And he said, "Oh, it's late. Why did we start so late?" And I said, "Johnny, if we go to karaoke, it wouldn't matter." Johnny acted like an utter arsehole. And I said, "I'm not afraid, Johnny." And then this man started walking up the road. He came slowly, and Johnny kept titting about and saying, "He's coming to get you, Barbara." And I laughed at him and said, "Johnny, stop it." He said he was Joe Biden. So I went up to him and I was going to apologise.
Why didn't you just keep calm?
And I looked up and I said, "Good eve." And he grabbed me. He grabbed me and he ripped at me. He held me and he wasn't Uncle Joe at all.
I think you should just calm down.
Oh, I screamed, "Johnny! Johnny, help me! Oh, help me!" And he wouldn't let me go. He ripped. And then Johnny came and he ran and he fought this man. And I got so afraid I ran. And I ran. And Johnny didn't come. We have to wait for Johnny. Hey, ice cream moron. Maybe we better go out and get him. We have to go out and get Johnny, even if he is a shit. Please, don't you hear me? We've got to go out and get him. Arse face, we have got to go get Johnny. Please help me. Please.
Look, don't you know what's going on out there? This is no karaoke bar.
Don't you understand? My brother is alone.
Your brother is dead.
No, my brother is just a goth. Oh. 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 Oh.
Oopsie.
Just to confirm that 13 of the 14 scheduled FA Cup fixtures were abandoned due to pitch invasion. The events of today really playing merry hell with the sporting calendar. Small irony that the Millwall home game was the only match that didn't end in violence. Hey, Jim.
Oh, well, it's sneaking creeping or spilt milk. They can always be better when there's no the shape hole.
Well, quite. Thank you, Jim.
No bother.
Jim Haven no more will have more from the sports desk later. Elsewhere, chaos is at large across much of the south of England. Here are the facts as we know them. Huge numbers of the undead are committing beastly acts of violence and boorish behavior in the streets and avenues, within homes, offices and places of worship. Even the football pools are affected, as we've just been hearing from dear old Jim.
Hey!
Enforcement officers seem entirely baffled by the situation. We spoke earlier to Chief Constable Norman Brexit of the Yard. Here's what he had to say.
I was proceeding in a westerly direction along Tudor Street in the early hours of this morning when I was temporarily waylaid and generally interfered with by a most unsavoury gentleman in city attire. He proceeded to attempt to find me, utilising his teeth and general mouth area. I repeatedly but politely requested that he desist from such activities at his earliest convenience. However, when the aforementioned gentleman successfully removed my helmet from its intended position atop my pants, I was forced to resort to extreme violence. After approximately 10 minutes of this, it became clear that it was not having the desired persuasive effect. The gentleman was, by this time, in some disarray, owing largely to the loss of a considerable percentage of limbs. I decided that now was the time to dispense with the diplomatic approach and cut his head off. This seemed to do the trick.
Chief Inspector Norman Brexit speaking to us earlier from Scotland Yard. A most chilling account, I think you'll agree. Elsewhere, government officials tell us that the mobilization of the armed forces is extremely likely over the next few hours. In the meantime, the current advice is to stay indoors, lock all doors and windows, and stay tuned to this station to await further instructions. Don't, whatever you do, go outside. Just getting word in that the Prime Minister has called a Cobra meeting to discuss just what action needs to be taken. I'm advised that the whole cabinet will be in attendance, along with senior scientists, virologists, and academics. There will be, no doubt, some kind of announcement thereafter. We cross now live to Sally Openshaw, who's gauging public opinion from the High Street in Slough. Sally?
That's right, Jenny. I'm here in what is usually a busy shopping area in the town, but there are very few people about this evening. I do have one local woman here with me, and Mrs. Gladys Biggett. Mrs. Biggett, please tell us what you saw.
Well, I thought he was drunk. Middle of the afternoon it was, I said. Gladys, it's the middle of the picking afternoon and such like.
Well, can you describe his behaviour?
Oh, well, he was very forward. No introductions or nothing. He just tried to rip me arm off, cheeky bugger.
Really? He was quite violent towards you.
Well, more forceful than violent, if you know what I mean.
No, I'm not sure that I do. Have you any idea why he was behaving like that?
Well, they should never have been allowed in, should they? I know it's not a fashionable thing to say, but...
Well, I guess we'd better get back to you in the studio, Jenny, before she says anything really offensive.
Just get on, get off me, man. There you go again. Oh, what a specker he was. I think we'll leave the streets of Slough for a moment. Don't forget to stay tuned to this station for further updates and instructions. Above all, stay indoors.
Travel news.
Well, just taking a look down at the M25, which is an absolute car park this afternoon, but no change there, really. Problem appears to be that somebody's turned into a zombie at the head of the queue. They've got out of their car and they're just dribbling. They're holding the whole of the M25 up. They've jackknifed across the road, and it's all a complete mess down there. Otherwise, not so bad. The A1 looking fairly busy as you head northbound through Archway. Zombies hurling themselves off Archway itself. It's a most unpleasant scene down there. Avoid that if you possibly can. Public transport's running fine. I'm Randy Steinberger in the Radio SFX Skyship. Brought to you by Jenny's Pickles. If it's not a Jenny's, it's not a pickle.
We all know that the life of a modern woman isn't just about changing nappies and cleaning.
I found a gun and some bullets out there.
No, there's also the man of the house to think of.
Oh, and these.
Let him know that he's
What am I,
the center of your
Cinderella?
life with some good old-fashioned home cooking and a pint of mild from Cromwell.
This place is boarded up better than Congress now.
If it's
We'll
Cromwell.
also be all right here for a while.
Keep listening to radio
have a
and
gun and
television for any special
bullets,
instructions as this
food
crisis
and the radio.
develops further.
Oh, happy,
Thousands
happy.
of office
Got
and
any
factory workers
Cheetos?
are being
Sooner or
urged
later,
to stay at
some
their places of
blood will
employment,
come and get us
not
out.
to make any attempt to get to their homes. And we've just received a text message from a Ben and Barbara who are holed up in a farmhouse somewhere. They're doing all right.
Hey, that's us. We're doing all right.
All radio and television stations across the eastern part of the country, including the one to which you are listening, have joined their facilities in an
Look, I don't
emergency
know if you're
network
teasing me,
to bring you this news as it
But I'm going
develops.
upstairs now.
Night
We
then.
urge you to stay tuned to radio
If
and
anything should try to break
television
in, I can
and
hear it
stay
from
indoors
up
at
there,
all costs.
and I'll be down to take care of it.
So
What?
lock your doors and
You want a
windows
bedtime
and hold on
story?
tight
Everything
and
is all
we'll
right
get
for now,
through
and
all
I'll
of this
be back
meeting
to
as
reinforce
safe
the
and
windows and
sound.
doors later.
Whatever
think
the
of
cause
fluffy
this
bunnies,
horrifying
okay?
onslaught, we are certain that there won't be any
Okay.
more movies about zombies.
Yeah, whatevs.
And for now, we'll leave you in the capable hands of resident bandmaster Legs Larry Smith and the Moldovan Miniature Swing Band.
I fell in love with a zombie. and she just goes to pieces over me. I fell in love with a zombie, and all we have to fear is entropy. So she's promised me her hand, if she can find it. And she smells so bad, the cats have left, but I don't mind it. I fell in love with a zombie. Let's fall apart together by the sea. Kick out, darling, both legs if you can. Oh, oops, sorry. Kick that leg. Good girl. I fell in love with a zombie. And now we're just as happy as can be. I fell in love with a zombie. Although there's less and less of her to see. Oh dear. Well, I know she's not exactly in the pink, but she can throw her arms about me from the kitchen sink. I fell in love with a zombie. Let's count the ways together that she loves me. She loves me not. She loves me. She loves me not. She loves me. I'm sorry, darling. I didn't realize it was you.
It's all right, love.
Good job you've still got your right hand, or the housework will be hell. Oh, my darling, I do adore
It's all right, guys. We've got pizza.
Can you remember
A
where
radio.
you left it? I fell in love with a zombie. Ding dong, ding dong. And she just goes to pieces over me. I'm dead scared of that.
How long have you just been down there? I could have used some help up here.
We were stuffing ourselves with seafood pizza.
You mean you didn't hear the row this witch was making up here?
How would we suddenly know what was going on? Could have been Lady Gaga for all we knew.
Gaga was screaming. Surely you must know what a girl screaming sounds like. Those things don't make any noise. Any bloody idiot can tell the difference.
Look, I kind of thought I heard Gaga too from down there.
We thought we could hear screams, but for all we knew, that could have meant those things were in the house after.
And you wouldn't come up and help.
Well, if it were
We
Beyonce.
couldn't hear when the pizza was being ripped apart. How were we supposed to know what was going on?
Now wait up, matey. You just got finished saying you couldn't hear it from down there. Now you say it's quieter than a pizza being ripped apart. It would be nice if you'd get your story straight, monsieur.
Well, screw you, Nostradamus.
Just one leg, one
I'm not gonna take that kind of a chance when we got a great pizza. We luck into a great pizza, and you're telling us we've got to risk our lives just because somebody might need help, huh?
Yes, something like that.
All right, we're at Rihanna.
Look, Obama. We came up, okay? We're here. Now I suggest we all go back downstairs before any of those twats find out we're in here.
They can't get in here.
You got the whole place boarded up?
Yeah, most of it. All but a few fiddly bits. They won't be hard to fix.
You're off your tits. There's still some seafood pizza.
I'm telling you, they can't get in here.
And I'm telling you, those twats turned over our car. We were damn lucky to get away at all. Now you tell me those things can't get into this lousy pool hole?
His wife and kids down there.
The safest
The kid's
course of action
short.
at this time is simply to stay where you
But I still think you're fucking mental.
Ladies and
We
gentlemen,
could groovy everything
just
up,
received
Mr. Cooper.
word that
With all of us
the
wankers, we could funk this place up in no time. We have everything we need up here.
We can take all that shit downstairs with us. Man, you're really crazy, you know that? You got million windows up here. All these weirdos. You're gonna make them strong enough to keep these things out, huh?
I told you those twats don't have any strength. I smashed 3 of them and pushed another one out the door.
Did you hear me when I told you they turned over our car?
Oh, hell, any good 5 men could do that.
That's my point. Only there's not going to be 5 or even 10. There's going to be 20, 30, maybe 100 of those twats. And as soon as they know we're here, this pistol is going to be crawling with them.
Well, if that's right, Mahatma, they'll probably get us wherever we are.
Look. The cellar. There's only one door, right? Just one door. That's all we have to protect. Tom and I fixed it so it locks and boards from the inside. But up here, all these windows, you'd be up to your neck in freaks in minutes.
You've got a nice face, Mr. Cooper. But down in the cellar, there's no place to run to. I mean, if they did get in, there'd be no back exit. We'd be dog food.
Arsehole.
When it's light, we can go out and play. And maybe we can look for rabbits outside. But down there with no windows, if Ariana Grande did come, we wouldn't even know it.
But the cellar is the strongest place.
Don't be a dick, Frenchie.
I don't know, Monsieur Cooper. I think he's right. Do you like Ariana Grande?
I don't know, I'd give her maybe 6 or 7.
Look, you two can do whatever you like. I'm going back down to the cellar, and you better decide. Because I'm going to board up that door, and I'm not going to unlock it no matter what, hippies.
No, wait a minute, Monsieur
No,
Cooper.
I'm not going to wait. I've made my decisions, now you make yours.
Now, wait a minute. Let's think about this. We can make it to the cellar if we have to. And if we do decide to stay down there, we'll need some things from up here. In case Beyoncé turns up.
Beyoncé isn't coming here, you idiot.
If you box yourself in the cellar and those things get in the house, you've had it. At least up here we have a fighting chance.
These eyewitness accounts
It's like a goth nightclub. Yeah, looks like about 8 or 10 out there now.
That's more than there were.
People who look like they're
Shitloads are back too.
and things that look like people but act like art.
Not yet! Nothing yet, hon!
Now I'll twat it.
I seem to have forgotten all my clothes.
I've got to fix these boards.
You're crazy. Those things are going to be at every window and door in this place. We've got to get down in the cellar.
Go down into your damn cellar and get out, Ophelia!
Wholesale murder, which apparently is engulfing much of the nation.
I'm taking it, girl, with me.
Leave her here. Shove your cellar up your ass along with everything else that's up here too. Because if I stuff it up there, I'll fucking force everything up there, and the radio and the food is part of what I'll be fucking forcing in. Now if you're going down into the cellar, get!
The man's insane. He is insane. I fucking can't fit that up there. I've got a right.
Shall I start?
Don't touch my ass.
You going down there with him?
Well,
There are no pop divas coming, so make your choice.
What kind of murder happy dick
Listen, I've got a kid down there. She can't. I couldn't bring her up. She can't possibly take your threats to stick nasty things up my bottom.
Well, you're her father.
Anyone has
If you're stupid enough to go die in that trap, that's your business. However, I am not stupid enough to follow you. It is tough for the child that her old pa is so stupid. Now, get the hell down in the cellar. You can be the boss down there. I'm boss up here. Okay, hon?
You bastards!
Some eyewitnesses tell of seeing victims.
You know I won't open this door again. I mean it.
Monsieur Cooper, with your help,
Va te faire voir.
Let him go, man. His mind is made up. Just let him go.
Since then, reports of some senseless
Wait a
killings
minute.
began snowballing in a reign of terror, which
Judy,
hopscotched.
come on up here, honey.
Keep track of the murder reports by the placing of markers on a map. Seem to indicate a general spreading from
So he can stick her up my ass too, huh?
He won't do that, honey. Go ahead.
So again, we join with law enforcement agencies in urging you to seek shelter in a building.
Let's we stick together, man. We'll fuck it up royally.
Radio and television.
There's lots of places we can run to up
and
here.
further details of this
Monsieur Cooper,
story.
I think I could manage at least one more slice of that
Being
pizza.
urged to stay at their places of employment, not to make any attempt to get to their
Hey, kid.
homes. However, in spite of this urging and warning, streets and highways are packed with frantic people trying to reach their families. or apparently to flee just anywhere.
He's a wanker, you know.
Ladies and gentlemen, we've
He
just
can fuck
received
himself
word
down there.
that the President has called a meeting of his cabinet to deal with the sudden epidemic of...
Well, we're safe now. Those morons are uptight.
What about Tom and Judy?
They want to stay up there. Let them. There are 2 other people upstairs. A dickhead and a girl.
We heard the screaming.
Yeah, but it could have been a QAnon freak, and I wasn't about to take any unnecessary chances.
Of course not, Harry.
Is she all right?
I don't know what it is. She feels warm. Maybe it's COVID.
What's up with the smell?
So lonely in the basement. I took a shit.
Let them stay upstairs. Screw them. Too many ways those monsters can get in up there. We'll see who's right. We'll see when they come begging me to let them in down here.
That's important, isn't it?
Quoi?
To be right, everybody else to be wrong.
Oh, go take another shit.
Does any twat up there know why we're being attacked?
Whatever it isn't just happening here. It's unbelievable bollocks. It's going on everywhere. The radio seems to have gone haywire. Radio upstairs. I heard a news bulletin.
There's a radio upstairs and you boarded us in down here.
Will you stop bitching?
Well, dickhead.
Nothing. Nobody has a Scooby-Doo. It's just fucking carnage everywhere. So hide or prepare to suck face with a corpse.
Take the boards off that door.
We are staying down here, Helen.
Harry, that radio is at least some kind of communication. If the authorities know what's happening, well, they'll send people for us, or they'll tell us what to do. How are we going to know what's going on if we lock ourselves in here, Sherlock?
They were beastly to me, Helen.
We may not enjoy living together, but dying together isn't going to solve anything. Those people aren't our enemies.
Mr. Cooper! Mr. Cooper! Ben's found the TV and the Simpsons is on.
Come on, Homer. Let's go up. Tom?
Yeah?
If Judy could come downstairs for a few minutes, Harry and I could come upstairs.
Bit sexist, right here then.
Dunmore of Camden in London.
Will you do it?
So far, the only
Do we
description,
have to?
the only
Look, honey,
clues anyone
nothing's
has
gonna
to
get done
the
with them down there,
come
and
from
us up
frightened
here.
witnesses to some of the slain.
Do this. For me.
These eyewitness accounts variously
Okay.
describe the murderers as
All right, then,
ordinary
love.
folk, mis-
I'll take good care of her, Helen.
She's all I have.
Why don't you go upstairs now?
keep track of the murder reports by the placing of markers on a map seem to indicate a general spreading from the extreme southeastern and southern counties.
She
So again,
looks
we
happy.
join with law enforcement agencies in urging you to seek
Her brother
shelter
were
in
killed.
the building. Lock the doors and windows securely. Be cautious of any
I gotta go
suspicious
help Ben
strangers.
with the television.
Are you a sad, bald little man? Never mind. There's always a wig to suit you at Raymond's Toupee Emporium off Leicester Square. Call Whitehall 5575 for an appointment with the maestro himself and say hello to a new, better you. Raymond's Toupee Emporium. Float away into an ocean of bliss. The bluest of skies. Turquoise waves lapping against golden sand. dazzling sunshine in a tropical paradise. Turkey, your tropical paradise awaits.
Don't be afraid of me.
Keep listening to radio.
I'm Helen Cooper,
Any special
Harry's
instructions
wife.
as this crisis develops further. Thousands of office and factory workers are being urged to stay at their places of employment, not to make any attempt.
The security is ridiculous.
However,
Look at this. An angry Republican could get in here.
highways are packed with frantic people trying to
Give
flee
me
their
one of
families,
those.
or apparently to flee just anywhere. The president has called a meeting of his cabinet.
Her
to deal with
brother
the
was
sudden
killed.
epidemic of murder which has seized the eastern third of this nation. The meeting is scheduled to convene within the hour.
And they've covered the thudding windows.
Will be joined by officials of the
Silly
NBI,
twats.
the Joint Chiefs
There could be
of
15 millions of those twats out there.
A
That's
White
how
House
good these windows are.
spokesperson announcing this conference says there will be an official announcement as soon as possible.
Why don't you go smother your head somewhere?
This is the latest dispatch just received in our newsroom. Latest word also from National...
I have it. Drag a couple of those chairs together.
There's a socket over here. Can we watch Housewives?
After the news,
Will
Tom.
include high-ranking scientists from the National...
Now you'd better watch this and try to understand what's going on.
All radio and...
I don't want anyone's life on my hands.
Oh, put a sock in it.
I don't want to hear any more from you, monsieur. If you stay up here, you take orders from me. And that includes leaving the girl alone.
It's on, it's on.
There's no sound. He's wearing rabbit ears.
Reports, incredible as they seem, are not the results of mass hysteria.
Mass hysteria, what do they think? We're imagining all this?
Shut up.
Across the world, the shocking barbarism which is sweeping our own nation is being committed by creatures who feast upon the flesh of their victims. First eyewitness accounts of this ghastly development came from people who were understandably frightened and almost incontinent. Officials and newsmen at first discounted those eyewitness descriptions as being beyond beastly. However, the reports persisted. Medical examinations of some of the victims bore out the fact that they had been partially devoured, which is quite dreadful. It really has been a shitty day so far, and we interrupt to bring this to you. This is the latest disclosure in a report from National Civil Defense Headquarters in Whitehall. It has been established that persons who have recently died have been returning to life and committing acts of murder. They have been spotted collecting in large groups, wearing funereal costume in much the same manner as one of those awful goth discotheques one reads about. It's hard for us here to believe what we're reporting to you, but we do seem to be fucked. When this emergency first began, radio and television was advising people to stay inside, behind locked doors for safety. That situation has now changed, and we're able to report a definite course of action for you. Social distancing measures have been organized, while providing rescue stations with food, shelter, medical treatment, and protection by armed National Guardsmen. Stay tuned to the broadcasting stations in your local area for this list of rescue stations. This list will be repeated throughout our news coverage. Look for the name of the rescue station nearest you and make your way to that location as soon as possible.
So we have that truck. If we can get some gas, we can cruise on out of
There's a
here.
pump outside, love.
I know, that's why I pulled in here, but it's locked.
Called this afternoon by the President. Since convening this conference of the Presidential Cabinet, the FBI, the Joint Chiefs of Staff, the CIA, has not produced any public information. So just what the flipping blazes is occurring? Some crazy people are even suggesting that it's the result of vaccines being injected intravenously. Or that satellite, you recall, that started back to Earth, but never got here. That's the space vehicle which orbited Venus and then was purposely destroyed by NASA when scientists discovered it was carrying a mysterious high-level radiation with it. It seems jolly likely that there may be some sort of connection between the two. Our US correspondent, Don Quinn, is on the ground in Washington, pretending to have a satellite link.
It's obvious our best move is to try to get out of here.
How are you going to get over to that pump?
Look,
You chaps had a meeting regarding the explosion of the Venus probe, is that right?
I'm sorry, we can't answer any of your questions.
Not even if there's a connection between this and the phenomenon.
Brother Science, crack off, dickhead.
Steady on, old boy. Do you mean to say that you won't answer any questions at all?
Only totally unrelated
We are
questions.
officials, but we may not be acting in an official capacity.
that we have at this time. Well, perhaps you'll answer our music question of the day then. Which was Prince's greatest album?
Well, for me, that's got to be Purple Rain, hasn't it, gentlemen?
It has to be.
Actually, now I come to think about it, Sign of the Times has to be considered too.
I think Parade is Parade.
Are we allowed to count the Black Album?
No, it's official label releases only, I'm afraid.
What? Crystal Ball or the Sign of the Times, myself?
Doctor, please. The man just said official releases only.
What about Lovesexy? Does that get a mention?
It was okay, but there were none of the really big bangers on it that I can recall.
Well, that's no measure of a great album.
I'd say it is in Prince's case.
So pick an official release then.
1999.
LP with DMSR? Vinyl. And you think it has to be Parade? Is that correct?
Well, I thought 1999 is better and longer.
Yeah.
The Dirty Mind also rocks.
Doing everything possible to give you an answer. We are hoping to get some further explanation of this incredible
They know
situation.
nothing.
And
What's
we'll
all
bring it
diamonds
to
and
you
pearls?
He
just
said
as
the
soon as we
rescue
get it from the
stations have
authorities.
doctors and medical supplies. If we can get Karen there, we can get help for
As you'll
her.
know, is one of the world's foremost authorities on Prince's entire catalogue.
Willard, I used to have a cat called Willard.
Well, it's just up the road, love.
You know this area. Are you from around here?
Judy and I are both from around here. We were on our way to town to go shopping. Judy had a radio and we heard the first reports about this. So we knew the old house were here and we came in and found the lady upstairs dead. Then these other people came. We went down into the basement and put a bar across the door, and it is pretty strong.
How could we possibly get away from here? It's like Capitol Hill on January 6th out there. The place is completely surrounded with these pillars.
Dr. Grimes, your entire staff, I know, has been working very hard to find some solution to these things that are happening. Do you have any answers at this time?
Yes, we have some answers. But first, let me stress the importance of seeking medical attention for anyone who's been injured in any way. Usually, the best bet is to just blow their brains out. Ha!
How bad has your
That's
kid been
certainly good
hurt?
advice, Doctor. Now, are these creatures, in fact, just dead people?
Well, you wait and
Look,
see
you go
what
down there
happens
and tell
when we nail one to a
Judy?
table.
Yeah, you tell Judy to come up here and you stay with the kid, all right?
You can get some great selfies. In the cold room at the university, we had a cadaver from which all 4 limbs had been amputated. Sometime early this morning, it opened its eyes and began to move its trunk. It was dead, but it opened its eyes and tried to move.
They want you upstairs. Any news for me?
She hasn't named anyone.
She does what she's told. Baby, it's Mommy.
I heard. I'll come back down as soon as I can see what they want.
Thank you, Judy.
The bodies should be disposed of at once, preferably burn the bastards.
Well, how long after death, then, does the body become reactivated?
It's only a matter of minutes.
Minutes? That doesn't give people time to make any
No,
arrangements
you're right.
for...
It doesn't give them time to make fucking arrangements. The bodies must be carried to the street and burned. They must be burned immediately. Soak them with gasoline and burn them. The bigger question is to pick out the Prince LP. That's the finest shit he gave us. I'd say controversy is outrageous.
I see.
Judy, I need you to find some bedspreads or sheets to tear up into small strips, okay? Is there a fruit cellar here?
You are?
We need some bottles or jars to make Molotov cocktails to frazzle some of the twats while we escape.
Hey, there's a big can of kerosene down there.
She's buying the fetching bottles.
I'll look for the bottles.
There's a big keyring down there. There may be a key to the gas pump near it.
Alright, Chuck.
We can toss the cocktails from a window upstairs. Meantime, a couple of us can go out to try to get the gas, then we'll come back for the rest of the people.
But that will leave a door open, stupid.
Yeah, that's right, you pompous old tool. We have to try our luck. Before we go out, we'll put some supplies behind the cellar door. While we're gone, the rest of you can hole up in there.
I found some fancy jars in the cellar. And there's a key on here that's labelled for the gas pump out back.
I'm not really that used to the truck. It's a funny old bugger.
I can handle the truck, my sweets.
Medical examination of victims' bodies showed conclusively
You're it,
that the
Tiger.
killers are
You and I
eating
will
the
go.
flesh of the people they kill. And so
It's
this
just like
incredible
being in a
story
movie.
becomes more ghastly with
We'll
each
chuck all
one.
the shit we find behind the
It's
cellar
difficult to
door.
imagine such a thing actually
You feck off
happening,
upstairs and
but
toss the
these
cocktails
are
from a
reports
window.
we have been receiving
Tom,
and
you and I
passing
will
on
mince
to
out through this door.
reports which
After you
have
toss
been
the cocktails, you
verified
hustle back down
as
here and lock this door.
in this
But don't nail it
confused
shut, you twat,
situation.
because we'll have to get back in
The
quickly.
Butler County Sheriff has verified
After we get the gas and get back into the house, then we'll worry about getting everybody into the truck.
True.
Now let's groove,
So
baby.
the debate continues on the greatest Prince album that he ever released. Indications are that before this emergency is over, we will need many, many more such recording stars.
You always have a smile for me. How can you smile like that all the time? You must go to the dentist.
Oh, balls. I forgot.
Come on, love, we gotta move.
Tom, are you sure about the phone?
The phone's dead out. All you get's a Korean massage.
If I could only call the folks. They're going to be so worried about us.
Everything will be all right. As soon as we get to Willard, we'll call them. They might even be there.
I know. Tom? Are you sure we're doing the right thing, Tom?
What about getting out of here?
Well, duh.
Well, the television said that's the right thing to do. We've got to get to a rescue station.
I don't know.
Come on, honey, you're starting to sound like Monsieur Cooper now, love.
Why do you have to go out there?
Look, I know how to handle that truck, and I can handle the pump. Ben doesn't know out about that stuff.
But we're safe in here.
For how long, honey? We're right for now. But we'll be buggered before long, and not in a good way.
I know all that.
Listen. Remember when you had the beehive? Remember how difficult it were for us to convince you that it were really ugly? Remember? Remember you look like a massive cock? This isn't a passing thing, honey. It's not like just a really bad hairdo. We've got to do something, and fast. Soppy cow.
I just wanted a going out hairdo, that's all.
Hey, smile, honey. Where's that big smile for me? Bitch. You sure are no use at all, are you? And we've got work to do, honey. And you. Ugh, it's like kissing me, Gran.
We better get her downstairs.
We have to go downstairs now, Barbara.
She's right. You have to go downstairs now, just for a teensy while until we get back. Then we can have olives.
Oh, I'd like olives. Yes.
Ready, chick?
Yeah.
Get off, you twat.
Here's Johnny.
She's got one strange sense of humor. You ready upstairs? Yeah. Okay, toss 'em.
This is for all you shitty goth music! This is for Fields of the Nephilim, freaks! That's for Jean loves Jezebel! That's for the mission! Shit! The mission! I hated that shit!
The cold wound, surely!
I quite like the cure! Go ahead, go on!
That's a hideous shirt.
Get back in the cellar! Stereotypically stupid cow!
Well, if you're coming, come on! Move, bitch!
You dickhead.
Get away! It's like fucking Glastonbury! Look out! I think the polyphonic spree are after us! Come on!
This key won't work.
Watch it! It goes in the hole!
We've got to get away from the pub. Hang on.
Well, it's all going crazy good so far.
Let's get out of here.
Jacket's cold.
Leave the jacket.
I'd rather die.
Oh, for fuck.
Oh boy, you're gonna get it. You're really gonna get it this time. I'm gonna take this hammer
I have a heart condition! Oh, man. Oh, here goes the truth.
I have to drag you out there and feed you to those things.
Need some frosted? Get off! The giblets are mine! Turned out nice again, Rex.
Gross.
Isn't it gin o'clock yet?
I'd kill for a Bailey's.
We're supposed to break another bottle at 3 o'clock.
10 minutes.
Oh, only 10 more minutes? We don't have very long to wait. We can leave. Or we better leave soon. It's 10 minutes to 3. I've got to get to karaoke. I'm going to be done as summer.
You know anything about this area at all? I mean, is Willett the nearest town?
I don't know. We were just trying to get to a motel before dark.
You said those things turned your car over. You think we can get it back on its wheels and drive it? Where is it?
Seems like it was pretty far away. Seems like we ran.
Fuck it. It's at least a mile.
Johnny has the keys.
You're gonna carry that child a mile? Through that goth disco out there?
I can carry the kid. What's wrong with her? How'd she get hurt?
One of those twats grabbed her.
Bit her on the arse.
What's wrong?
Who knows what kind of disease those things carry? Is she conscious?
Barely.
She can't walk. She's too weak.
Well, one of us could try to get to the car.
Just like starting over by yourself, huh?
Oh, you can be Lennon. John Lennon's the king.
Him? As John Lennon? Look at him.
I won't be able to sing now.
I'll take you to karaoke later.
They got lunch.
Being monitored closely by scientists at all the radiation detection stations. At this hour, they report the level of the mysterious radiation continues to increase steadily. We sent our roving reporter, Dan Taylor, to question one of the creatures directly. What exactly have you got to say for yourself? Rise! Get off me! Tough interview, Dan. Meanwhile, our news cameras have just returned from covering such a search and destroy operation against the Goths. This one conducted by Sheriff Conan McClellan in Berkshire County by Cheveley. So now let's go to that film report. All law enforcement agencies and the military have been organized to search out and destroy the marauding ghouls. Researchers at Porton Down have disclosed that a monster can be killed by a shot in the head or a heavy blow to the skull. So the military and law enforcement are having a whale of a time shooting people that they wouldn't, in normal circumstances, be allowed to shoot.
Can I shoot the TV people, Con?
No, they're all right. Hey, Cass, put that thing all the way in the far. Do you want it dancing round like Timberlake?
Oh, he cut off his leg! Chief McClellan, how's everything going?
Oh, well, we're having a marvellous time. I just can't tell you. You're going to get covered in blood if you stand over there.
Chief, so what have been the best moments for you so far?
Well, we killed 90 of them today, right in this area. Those last 3 we caught trying to claw their way into an abandoned shed. They must have thought somebody was in there. Dozy bastards. We've a bet on who was splattered the most. Lenny was drenched in body parts, hilarious.
Chief, is it okay if I cut this kid's head off?
Yeah, okay.
Chief, if I was surrounded by 6 or 8 of these things, would I stand a chance with them?
Well, there's no problem. If you had a gun, pop 'em like a melon. That's a sure way to kill 'em. If you don't, get yourself a club or a torch. Beat 'em or burn 'em. They go off pretty easy.
Well, Chief McClellan, how long do you think it'll take you until you get the situation under control?
Well, we're trying to take our time and savor each and every moment. The buzz you get when their head explodes.
Are they slow moving, Chief?
Yeah, they're dead. All messed up.
Well, in time, would you say you ought to be able to wrap this up in 24 hours?
Well, that depends on how we pace ourselves along the way. I know Harry wants to see if we can get some C4 into one of them to see how much mess we can make. I'm certainly not going to stand in the way after the kind of night these boys have had. Let them have their fun.
Thank you very much, Chief McClellan. This is Bill Cardell, WAC TV11 News. Thank you, Bill, for that report. And I'm happy to say that we have captured some exclusive video of the C4 in use that we can show you now. You can really see brains flying in all sorts.
Oh, I wanted to see that.
Got 50p for the meter?
I haven't, no, And I refuse. I paid it last time. Helen, I have to get that gun.
Are you still here, love?
Look, I don't care how much he loves Prince, but diamonds and pearls over parade?
Oh, I think I've discovered how to use tools. Oh, so far.
They must have learned to use tools. Do you think it's too late to make friends with them? Get in the cellar. Get in the cellar now. Move. Bollocks.
go. Chinese bird! Get off me, little witch! I have to say, I'm getting rather tired of this shit. Get out of London, they said. Have a relaxing day in the country, they said. But I may actually still need the gun. Where the blazes did I put it? Twat.
Whose house? Our house. Whose house? Our house. Whose house? Our house. Whose house?
Hey, you vicious bastards. Do you want to get about 4 or 5 men and a couple of dogs? There's a house over there behind those trees. We want to go fuck it up.
Roger.
You still here, Bill?
Yeah, Chief, we're going to stay with it until you've blown up all the nitro you've got.
Where'd you get the coffee?
Well, I just found it. You know, it tastes like wank. Take it.
Thank you. We should be wrapped up here about 3 or 4 more hours and we'll probably get into Willard's End. I guess you can go over there and blow the nitro we've got. Nick, you and the rest of these men want to come with me?
Well, Bill, the office texted me to say the film's ending.
All right, Steve, tell them we're going to stay with it and, everything's blown all to smithereens.
I think he smells guff.
They all stink of crap-old dwarf.
They need you down there by the barn.
Okay.
I was wondering if either of you have a bazooka. I've always wanted to have a go on one.
Sorry, Chief.
Somebody had a barbecue here, Flynn.
Aye, sure looks like it can.
Check these guys out. Reminds me of my wedding.
Ooh, right in the face. It's so funny.
Love the noises they make. Get us a beer. Nigel, Toby, Steph, would you be absolute angels and build me a bonfire? You grab the guy with the hair and throw it on the fire.
Blooming nothing.
All right, go ahead down and give him a hand. Let's go check out the house, Flynn.
There's something in there. I heard a noise, so...
All right, Flynn, bet you 20 quid you can't get a bullseye. Great shot. Okay, he's dead. Let's go get him. There's another one for the fire. All right, that's £5 I owe you.
She said 20.
But you still owed me 15 for blowing up that bloke with the hair. You said that if I managed to get his head to land more than 40 feet away, then you would give me 15 quid.
I said I'd give you 15 if you landed his head on his sister. Jeez, Con.
I fell in love with a zombie, and she just goes to pieces over me. I fell in love with a zombie, and all we have to fear is entropy. So she's promised me her hand, if she can find it. And she smells so bad, the cats have left, but I don't mind it. I fell in love with a zombie. Let's fall apart together by the sea. Kick out, darling, both legs if you can. Oh, oops, sorry. Kick that leg. Good girl. I fell in love with a zombie. And now we're just as happy as can be. I fell in love with a zombie. Although there's less and less of her to see. Oh dear. Well, I know she's not exactly in the pink, but she can throw her arms about me from the kitchen sink. I fell in love with a zombie. Let's count the ways together that she loves me. She loves me not. She loves me. She loves me not. She loves me. I'm sorry, darling. I didn't realize it was you. Good job you've still got your right hand, or the housework will be hell. Oh, my darling, I do adore your beautiful face. Can you remember where you left it?
I fell in love with a zombie.
Ding dong, ding dong.
And she just goes to pieces over me.
I'm dead scared of that.
I fell in love with a zombie.
And what a gal!
And all we have to fear is entropy.
I never did understand that word. And if ever you ran away, then I would find you. If only for the truth. trail of pus you leave behind you.
I fell in love with a zombie. Let's fall apart together. My skin that feels like leather. My rotting all together. My Elsie.
God bless you all. She looked divine, standing there in the candlelight. Just one leg, one arm, and a little bit of a nose. The vicar was okay. He balked a bit at seeing the zombie walking up the aisle, but he wasn't a bad sort, really.